changes or revisions to the regular or consent agendas?
Yep, I need to add item D into new business. It's consideration of staff and student devices. D is a dog. Under new business.
To approve the regular and consent agendas as amended.
Eileen will second.
Reed made the motion to approve the regular and consent agendas as amended. Lee seconded that. All those in favor? Recognitions and information. Let's go for Mrs. Gardner and Mr. Sorrell.
Coach Sorrell is here this evening to share great information about our football season and our football team, and recognitions that we may have already known about and some new ones that we may not have.
Okay.
She told me she would like for us to show some happiness about some of our school members and our players. So I've got a long list here. We had a nice 2-hour banquet on Sunday, so I'm going to try to limit that down to about 5 minutes here. First, I want to thank the community on our 13th sectional championship as a school football program, and also on our 7th regional. And I said this Sunday night that I believe we had more fans than Providence on our 3-hour bus trip. We were packed. Our side of the stands was packed. Unfortunately, in the way we wanted, but we still finished 11-3, and we have a lot of individual accomplishments to talk that I can give you guys tonight. The first one was, like I just said, our 13th school title, and then our 7th regional title in football. And I think that's pretty impressive when you think about there's not a lot of schools out there that have that many titles. We also broke 3 team records, and we broke 10 individual school records. So, it was kind of cool because there's some of those guys in the room. Cole Ames was in the room. We broke a couple of his records. Lee Klein's in the room tonight. We're trying to break his record, but I don't know if we're ever going to get to that one. But we're really trying. The first one was all conference. We had 6 players: Wyatt Mullen, Parker Harris, Keenan Mowry Shields, Zach Dorsett, Ty Benton, and Branson Hanley, all made all conference. To add to that, we had 5 players, juniors and seniors, that had a 3.75 GPA during the football season. And that makes all academic conference. That's Remington Mendenhall, Wyatt Switzer, Wyatt Mullen, Gus Monday, and Parker Harris. And 3.75 is pretty impressive because a lot of people don't think football players are going to have a 3.75, but we have a lot of kids with over a 3.0, so pretty impressive there. We moved to county. We had the all-county Offensive Player of the Year in Wyatt Mullen, and then we also had 5 other players, and that is Parker Harris, Gus Monday, and Preston Pelfrey. And then we had Branson Hanley and Ty Benton on the offensive All-Putnam County. We also had the Defensive Player of the Year in Keenan Mowry Shields, and then we had Zach Dorsett, Hunter Weddle, Drew Klein, Blake Witt, and Wyatt Switzer as the other 5 players on the All-Putnam County defense. So altogether, we had 12 players on the All-Putnam County team this year. So that's pretty good. When we stood them all up in the room, it was pretty impressive. We move on to the All-Wabash Valley, and I don't know how many in here knows what the Wabash Valley consists of. It's 36 high schools, and it starts about in this area and works its way all the way to the Illinois line, the Illinois border, and it also includes about 6 schools from Illinois. Kind of an impressive list we had here because we made a lot of players got on this team. So we all vote, all 36 schools vote. And we vote for 3 categories: the top 25 players in the whole Wabash Valley. So like I said, 36 schools, you think about 36 football teams. We had 3 players make the top 25 players in the Wabash Valley. That's Wyatt Switzer, Zach Dorsett, and Keenan Mowry Shields. We had 5 players, make first team, all Wabash Valley. Wyatt Mullen, Ty Bitton, Branson Hanley, and Parker Harris. And then we had 3 players make the second team, which was Drew Klein, Hunter Weddle, and Gus Monday. So lots of names, lots of kids getting recognition out there in the whole Wabash Valley and in the area. The next thing we talk about from that team, and I imagine Tana's going to say it if I don't, they nominated me as the all-star coach, so I will coach that team for the second time since I've been here at South Putnam. I will be the head coach, and we will have 5 of our players on the all-star team. That's Wyatt Switzer, Wyatt Mullen, Gus Monday, Zach Dorsett, and Parker Harris. That's only for seniors. So a few of those guys, that'll be the last time they get to play. The game is June 28th, I believe. So don't quote me on that one. It's either June 25th or June 28th. But we will have a good time doing that. And then the last 2 things, which these are the entire state of Indiana. So 1A, every football player in 1A, we had 2 players make junior all-state, and that is Ty Benton and Keenan Mowry Shields in their positions. And then we had 3 of our seniors make 1A senior all-state. That's Wyatt Mullen, Parker Harris, and Zach Dorsett. So we had a lot of accomplishments. We have one more. We have a region meeting next week where we have one more chance to get a couple kids on the all-region team, which that's everybody, big school, small school. So it's really hard to get kids on there, but we're going to try to get a couple kids on there. We had a lot of accomplishments this year in football, and I want to thank the community for their support, and thank you guys.
Thank you. Financial update.
Yep. In your board packets, you have the latest financials through the end of the month of December 2024. It had all the claim dockets, the payrolls, cash flows, and transfers, and the fund reports. And we do continue to perform as forecasted regarding our income, expenses, and fund balances, as you saw in the previous meeting, the finance meeting. So, good news there. Additionally, as reflected on those fund reports, we did successfully sell the $3 million GEO bond on December 17th, and we closed on December 20th. So we do have those funds in-house at the end of 24.
And then,
Dr. Finrod, do you have some things to add to our financial update? And we have the one special report from the state that we need to mention. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. From a funding floor perspective, the state went through the funding floor calculation, and we have to report on their findings at the board level. We did not agree with their findings, and we called them about that. They are looking into that. There are a number of schools that didn't agree with the findings. They acknowledged to me that this is what their calculation. Other schools didn't make those calculations, but left it, so they would correct it for next year. So,
You ready for big changes coming in the long session? Yeah, it's going to be something to watch.
yeah. Okay, thank you. Item D, project update. Doug Greenbow from MKS is here. Thank you again for coming.
Anytime. I don't know how I follow up the report about the football team here. This is going to be a big letdown, I think. I don't know. As far as the field house goes, working through some design calcs with Banning Howie still, but they're a little bit ahead of schedule, which is good. The exterior piers are all finished, so we're ready once these designs are finished. So we'll be hopefully starting concrete, hopefully in February. So plumbing is going to break ground tomorrow, so that's an exciting milestone. As far as the pool goes, submittals are still ongoing. Just anxiously awaiting the end of the swimming season in March, where we can really jump on the upgrades to the pool. Roof, everything's complete on that. We're just waiting on a contractor walkthrough from JM. They're the supplier of the roofing system, so they'll just have to do one more walkthrough to guarantee the warranty. So field, no issues. And then on the PA system, there's still one more walkthrough to happen. Fanning Howie did their part of it, and we still need it would be Fairchild to come out to do some work for just to show basically the sound engineers KBSO, the sub of Fanning Howie, just show the system off, and that should lock in the warranty there. So, any questions?
How's the weather treating you?
Horrible. Thank you. It's cold.
Feel for you.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Any public comment this time? Moving on to item 7, the business. A, consideration of energy harness LED project.
Energy Harness has done several smaller projects for us recently. If you walk through the halls or been in the gym, you can see it. They've done a significant amount of work for us in Central Elementary as well. This project is larger, therefore that's why it's coming to you. We're seeking approval for the project that's detailed in your board packets. It includes upgrading all of the classrooms and offices in the middle school and high school. So they will all be on the latest LED technology and on dimmers, which will be great, and occupancy sensors, along with which we already have at Central now. We're getting good feedback on that as well. We're also going to be rounding out the remaining lighting at Central that we didn't do before. That includes the gym at Central. So it'll be lit very similarly to the high school. In this upgrade, we'll, again, just as we did in these smaller projects, we'll get the latest LED lighting technology, dimmable classrooms and occupancy sensored lighting. Plus, we have significant electrical savings. There's a 55% energy savings on the lights compared to what we did have. And we also have rebates from our power utility on the project as well. So the numbers you see there will actually get a check back from the utilities. So I'm just seeking approval so we can move forward on that project and get all the lighting up to date, and it'll be under warranty for, I think, 7 years.
And what was the total life expectancy of this version of the latest technology?
The LEDs, my understanding is they're 7 to 10 years is the lifespan of an LED. So we'll have another 7 to 10 years. But under warranty, I think it's 7.
Holly made the motion to approve the energy harness LED project. Joe seconded that. All those in favor? Carried. Item B, consideration of SPYL facilities usage request.
Yep, this is the 4th time I brought this to the board. As detailed in the board packets, South Putnam Youth League is seeking renewal of their facilities usage agreement for the Bell Union and the Fillmore baseball softball fields. All items required for the request were included. Therefore, we're just seeking your permission to continue this long-standing relationship with this organization.
I'll move to approve the South Putnam Youth League facilities usage request.
I'll second it.
He made the motion to approve Putnam Youth League facilities usage request. Wade seconded that. All those in favor? Motion carries. Item C, consideration of Red Cross shelter request. John Stump.
The Red Cross has requested the use of the school's commons area in the event of a widespread sustained power outage in Putnam County. They anticipate needing the space for only 5 to 10 people, with a possible maximum of 20 people in a worst case scenario. Shelter would only be needed for 16 to 24 hours. Our facility is well suited to meet this need. We are located on 2 central highways, and we have open space, restrooms, and possible showers. The Red Cross would supply cots, food, and all other necessary equipment.
Is this for the Red Cross people or, right?
Putnam County Emergency Services runs it, but they get all their supplies through the Red Cross.
But it's not like families that don't have electricity and don't have.
It'd be families in the community who reached out to the Red Cross for help, and they would come here.
Oh, okay. That seems like such a low number.
Yeah, that's what confused me. I thought it was for the Red Cross
The
volunteers or
workers,
workers
No,
to stay or something.
it's just for people who would lose in the community who would lose their power. And in the past, they've used us before, but they rarely ever use it, and it's only 5 to 10 people because they can usually get power back quickly. This would be for people in a sustained situation. So, yeah.
But we could house more if needed, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And some background on that, our board policy actually supports this.
I move to approve the Red Cross shelter request.
Lee will second.
Joe made the motion to approve the Red Cross shelter request. Lee seconded it. Motion carries. Thank you, John.
Well,
Item D, consideration of staff and student device purchase.
So I do apologize for the last minute addition. It is hot off the press. It just came out this afternoon. So we had a planning meeting with Five Stars Director of Services and their account executive this afternoon, or actually this morning, and this came to me later after that meeting. And they're recommending that we go ahead and purchase the planned staff and student devices, which is just finishing up the replenish that we did last summer. This is just doing the grade 6 through 8. Because they're anticipating a significant market increase in the cost after January. So they're, again, they can see what's coming before I do. So utilizing that, we were already planning to buy these in the summer. This is just a cost savings measure for us. The student devices will be Dell 3120 Chromebooks, which is what we have across the board now. And the staff devices will be Lenovo 16-inch ThinkBook devices, which there's an example of one now. We've been vetting all of these devices all fall to make sure they would work and have battery life, those types of things that we want them to do and function well, and we're getting great responses from the staff on that. And so that's the device we're going to move with. This will be replacing their desktops and their Chromebooks, so this will be going down to one device with a docking station. Again, these were already planned to be purchased in May or June. We're just going to accelerate that to get the cost savings ahead of time. And these will be funded with GEO bond funds that we already have in-house. So I'm just seeking approval to purchase these staff and student devices so we can get that rolling.
So is there anything else that we might want to look forward to similar to this that we could pull in to save a little money later?
Great question. Good news is we had already replaced almost all the devices with what we did last summer. So we're device-wise, we're in pretty good shape. Screens-wise, we're in pretty good shape. So I'll look between now and then and let you know if there's any other things that we need to jump on. But we're in pretty good shape technology-wise.
What's the plan with all of the current desktops?
So a lot of them are going to be outdated. They're not going to be able to run on the, what is it? You can help me with this. The Windows. Go ahead, Aaron. Explain it.
So our current desktops will not support Windows 11 in October of 25. So it's coming up October. Microsoft is no longer going to support Windows 10. So we have to move all the devices to Windows 11. Our current ones do not support that.
So that's why we were already planning to.
So that's why we're planning to upgrade it.
So as soon as these come in, they'll get them.
Get them, and then we'll start rolling them out. That'll give Aaron and his staff a lot more time to do that rollout instead of trying to do all of it in 2 months.
All of which we won't do until start of the school.
Right.
Staff devices, we could probably work on a rollout plan to roll out through the rest of the school year and then end of the summer.
And this is all new information to him as well today, as far as this timeline. So we're all learning all this together. So we're jumping in on it.
I move to approve the staff and student device purchase.
Lee will second.
Joe made the motion to approve the staff and student device purchase. Lee seconded that. All those in favor? Motion carries. Item 8, other business. Superintendent's report.
Real quick tonight, just a reminder, just tell the board, we're at the beginning of this winter weather season. It's been kind of a hassle here at the first couple of weeks of school. We kudos to bus drivers, the transportation department, and maintenance department getting parking lots cleaned off, getting sidewalks cleaned off, getting students home. It's been a great team work. I'm very, very proud of the district and how we've responded to this. We're going to continue to navigate, communicate all through these twists and turns. I know it's cold. It's inconvenient. At this point, it's not unsafe. If it gets to an unsafe temperature, we'll be delaying school or canceling school and going to e-learning, just FYI. But I do appreciate the students and families and staff, all the flexibility as we're navigating through all of this. We do have a makeup day on Monday because of missing the first day back due to weather. So hopefully we're not missing that day too. So we'll see how that goes. So I just want to make that public knowledge there. Winter sports are heading in their final weeks, so I've been very impressed with our students and coaches. As we continue to improve, we're getting great reports from referees and IHSAA and all kinds of neat stuff. So on that, transition to Chartwell's to deliver our food management service has gone very well. Running very smoothly. They're very impressed, and we want to thank Lori Young and the Chartwell's team for that transition and going so well. Lots of different options for students now. And then last but not least, excited, and Mr. Grambo just talked about that, but we're very excited to see that next phase of the field house start. Once we start getting those foundations poured and that steel erected, it'll really change the landscape here. So very excited. A lot of navigation through all of that as well, but appreciate your support through that.
Navigating as well. Anything else from anybody? If not, we will adjourn. Thank you for coming.